WMHC, the network of the Westport Museum for History and Culture, in partnership with CT Bites, presents the History Happy Hour, part of Westport Museum's Historic Foodways programming, in support of the hard-hit Connecticut restaurant industry. This series offers you history you can drink to via the talents of Connecticut's best bartenders and mixologists. Please support their establishments. Today's cocktail will be the Lucien Gaudin, a Paris Jazz Age drink. The 1920s in Paris were called the Années Folles, or Crazy Years. American writers like F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ernest Hemingway, and performers like avant-garde American dancer Josephine Baker, crowded Paris cafes. The houses of Lanvin and Coco Chanel elevated fashion. It was a new era, set against the backdrop of an exuberant new music called jazz. During this time, a young French fencer called Lucien Gaudin took Paris by storm, winning gold and silver in Olympic competitions during the decade. Gaudin became one of the most decorated French sportsmen in history. At the height of his fame, the cocktail bearing his name was created. And now, the Lucien Gaudin, prepared by Dimitrios the Cocktail Chemist Zahariadis at Viron Rondo Osteria in Cheshire.
Hey everybody, my name is Dimitri, aka the Cocktail Chemist, coming to you from Viron Rondo Osteria in Cheshire, Connecticut, where hopefully we'll open up soon once all this craziness is done. But our friends at CT Bites got in contact with us to demo some cocktails, so that's what we did. CT Bites has partnered with the Westport Museum for History and Culture, and we're just creating the classics. I chose the Lucien Gaudin, named after the French Olympic fencer from the 20s. So without further ado, here's Lucien Gaudin. We're doing 1.5 ounces of gin. We're using Bombay Sapphire gin. And then we're going 3/4 each of Campari, dry vermouth, and Cointreau. We're going to give this a quick stir, so get it nice and chilled and diluted. If you're a Negroni fan, you'll definitely be a fan of the Lucien Gaudin. Delicious cocktail, meant to be sipped and enjoyed responsibly, of course. And that should do it. Beautiful color in that. Top it off with a little bit of orange oils. Squeeze there, squeeze there. There you go. Salud.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of the History Happy Hour, where you can raise a glass to the past. For these recipes, music, and more, visit virtualhistorywestport.org. Join us next week when we highlight the Sherry Flip, bartender Craig Ventries' take on a classic 18th century tavern drink.